The names that built this program are legendary. Lewis, Taylor, Reed, Portis, Kosar, Testaverde. And it is with reverence, respect, and excitement that we welcome you to Hard Rock Stadium, home of the Miami Hurricanes. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on a squad hoping to prevent... Hurricanes will kick it off to get us underway. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. So the Oklahoma Sooners offense will take the first swing of the game. And there he is. When you have a guy like this, you don't mind building your attack around the running game, guys.
And he's a grown man. There's no doubt about it. This offense runs through him. Everybody gets their emotion, and everything is built on him and around him.
And everybody knows this guy's going to touch the football, and still, defenses can't stop him. He can run through tackles and make big things happen.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
And the Sooners want to move quickly.
It's a really good sign if you're on offense here. You're putting it on your offensive line on 3rd down. Critical down and distance, opening drive of the game. Let those guys spot.
And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with the sack.
This was one of the keys to the game. Could this quarterback, could he extend plays and then make throws in scramble situations? That time, the defense was able to get to him and bring him down for a huge loss.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Quickly out to the tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Trying to get to it. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. The Sooners will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll call for the fair catch here. So Miami's offense will go to work for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job.
They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. He's looking to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Arroyo. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Coming after it. Setting up the screen. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Canes send out the punt unit. Puts a boot to it. Didn't see a lot of him in that loss last week. Only called on twice. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Looking to throw, it's Arnold. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
Really nice job threading the needle in that pass. They've got a lot of dudes that were able to do that in Norman, Oklahoma. Josh Heupel, Jason White, Sam Bradford, Baker Mayfield, Kyler Murray, Jalen Hurts. The names go on and on and on. Hurting you in the passing game with their vision, with their accuracy. This guy, I tell you, he fits right in this Oklahoma offense.
Looking to pass on second down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends have so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient, most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. The Sooners moving quickly to the line. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and we never questioned that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
Off the play fake. Working the middle, it's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. From the red zone, it's Alchuk. Runs through the tackle. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. And the Sooners trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown Sooners! A methodical drive, soul-crushing, spirit-breaking, and it ends in a touchdown.
And listen, I know everybody wants the big plays, the big, long touchdowns and all that stuff, but putting a drive together like that is very difficult to do time and time again, and it's demoralizing for the defense. Great drive by the offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. San Jose State is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the boys of a young Jeff Garcia, and they are right back in this. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Hawaii. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Getting some heat. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense.
He has been terrorizing quarterbacks all year long. That now his 10th sack of the season. He's got speed. He's got power. He's going to play on Sundays, and he is not cooperating with this offense's game plan.
Negative play on first down. That's what a defense always wants. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this defense doing what it does best. Get after the quarterback. That's their third of the day. They're #1 in the nation at getting the quarterback on the ground. That's why they've had such a successful unit.
The Canes will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. The give to the back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking for a man. It's Arnold. And he just threw that one away. Safe move. Didn't see anything. Lived to play another play. Here comes this home crowd as as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. Didn't put much on that one, and it's incomplete. The Sooners will punt it away on fourth down. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Here comes the offense on first down. They'll start this drive with a pass. The sure hands, it's Martinez. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. Line getting set on second down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. Single back formation, and they give it to him. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. And here comes the offense on second down. We reached the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. We've put one in the books. Let's have a look at our game summary. Lots of time left to get back to it and open the second period. He's looking to throw. Finds his man down the middle. And it is well blocked as they pick up enough for a first down.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. And the Hurricanes have taken it inside the 20. On second down, looking again to throw. Snagged on the outside, it's Martinez. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Picked up some yards on the last completion, but it's third down. Looking to throw for it. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. He's at the 40. The 20. He's at the 10. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. And they were most fortunate to catch up to him there. He almost turned that into a pick six.
Man, and he had a convoy, too. As soon as he had the ball, he just looked around him. There was just a lot of open green, and he took off. Great job by his teammates on defense, getting downfield and setting up some blocks.
The Sooners line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Oklahoma! When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive in this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Looking to move it through the air. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Martinez. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll line up for a second down play. They'll run play action. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback is snowed under.
When you talk about outstanding pass rushers, you're always talking about dynamic guys, and he's been that each and every week for this defense. Speed, he's got power. You just simply can't block him, and that last play is his 10th sack of the season.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. From the gun, wants to pass. Pocket starts to collapse. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
And this is why you don't want to get in these situations. Third and long, defense knows it's pass. They're playing pass, playing deep. QB has nowhere to go with the football, so he just throws it away.
He only needs a sliver of daylight. Wide open, and it's a foot race. He will score! Touchdown Sooners! That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make them miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. Man, you just can't put a price on having a guy like that back there to return punts, and he turned that one into a touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, Dave.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him.
And down he goes back at the 3.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
And the Canes line up to punt it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Line gets set, first down. Leaves it with the back. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
The run game just has not been working for this offense all game long. We saw it on that last play as well. Just not getting enough push up front on the offensive line. They haven't been physical enough.
They're trying to get to him. Still on his feet. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. The give to the tailback. Plows ahead for a pickup of 1 to the 32.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
With the catch, it's Burks. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the first down. And the Sooners will snap it on 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Safe completion on the screen. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one. This offense has a second down play. Dropping back, it's Arnold. Get it out on the screen. Corralled and brought down by the defense. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. From the gun on third down. Feeling some heat. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
And this is why offenses are so hard to stop. When you have such great playmakers at the quarterback spot, third down, if people are covered, what can he do? Take off, scramble, and now set this offense up with a first and goal.
And he'll finish the run and the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. Just blinding speed. Speed that almost paralyzes defenders.
When you got a quarterback with that much speed, you got to find tricky ways to put more speed on the field, spy the quarterback with somebody that's really, really fast. And even when you do, a lot of times he still makes plays because he's that dang fast and that explosive.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. So that drive covered just 44 yards. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Now they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with the young fella on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, who's got a better seat there in South Florida than you? A captivating start to this one. An entertaining first half, and we've got a multi-possession lead to break down thanks to the surgical precision of this offense. Might honestly take more time to talk about what didn't work than what did. The running game, the passing game, gadget plays have worked. Now it's just a matter of finishing the job. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Hard Rock Stadium.
The Sooners will kick it away to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Huge deficit to start this third quarter. They just need to find something to build a little confidence.
Yeah, it hasn't gone well. When you're trailing by this much, this first drive, man, does everything matter and hinge on this, because every possession in the second half is going to be critical.
Yeah, and I think if you're on offense, why hold back? What are you worried about? Nothing went well in the first half for you, and at this point, trailing by as much as you are, throw caution to the wind, be aggressive, and let's just see what happens.
And the running game has gone in the wrong direction. The offense tries to turn it around and go forward on third down. He's got it down the middle. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. The Hurricanes decide to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. On the return, it's Burks. And the returner will be knocked down. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. After run, now throw. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. 3rd and long from the 30-yard line, and this defense hoping to knock them out of field goal range. A little screen to the running back. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And he missed it. No good. Guys, after this dominating performance, I guess the head coach wanted to be able to yell at the special teams coordinator. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Going up top on 1st down. He's right on target. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work, now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Nifty run there, pickup of 6 out to the 25.
I know the passing game sells, the passing game is exciting, but it's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. And the Canes have it with a 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the 1st. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. The Canes will send out the punt unit. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. On the move, it's Burks. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
Finds its way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains.
You don't always have to run the sexy plays, right? It doesn't have to always be up-tempo and fast and spread and doing all this stuff. Sometimes you just lower your shoulder. Sometimes you just run powerfully. You get the 1st down, and that's all that matters. Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. Maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They're going to open this drive with a pass. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that game.
So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the fourth. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. Pressure coming. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
Good awareness by the offense. You never want to see the ball on the ground, but a nice job understanding to just kind of jump on it and make sure you keep possession.
And the Hurricanes will bring the punt team onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give on the inside. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
They'll run it from the gun. They're just trying to flex the muscle. They get him down at the 34 after a pickup of 4. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. To the ground to try to pick up the first. Really nice job to convert that third down, and they've got it at the 33. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the second half. Here's 1st and 10. He works his way down to the 30-yard line before he stopped a gain of 3. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. 3rd and short from the 26. Pretty easy field goal range, but they'd love to pick up the first. They'll try to get it through the air. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Makes his connection. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
That's an awesome effort by the receiver there because he didn't have the first down once he caught the pass. He had to be able to make a guy miss. And with his athleticism and skill, he's able to do that. And as a result, fresh set of downs for the offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He leaves it with his back. Tough running this deep in the red zone. He's got 4 down to the 11. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. Gets it out fast. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll run it on 1st and goal. Touchdown Sooners! And the pummeling has started. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. So that drive covered just 44 yards and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he'll bring it back. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Their drive chart is starting to look a little monotonous. Punt, 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 David.
And their defense is starting to get a little frustrated, too. They just keep putting me back on the field, possession after possession. Jesse, this offense needs to get their heads out of their you-know-whats.
The punter's on the sideline with the oxygen mask right now. He's been playing so much. He's not used to this. This offense, they just got to stay on the field. They've got to put a drive together and get some balance going, running and throwing the ball.
Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Got his man in the middle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup, it's still short of the first down. They'll need to convert this 3rd down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
And, man, this offense just keeps trying to find something to go well. They're down so big. There's still time on the clock. Maybe they can put something together, but so far today, this has been ugly.
And the Canes will call on their punt team. He'll take it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. What a good mix of plays, keeping that defense off balance last time, David.
And Reese, they don't know if it's run or if it's pass. They got them right where they want. This defense doesn't know how to react from getting punched in the mouth on that last drive.
So on this next drive, David, I think you keep running the football because that sets up the play action, it sets up the RPO game, and then you keep this defense guessing.
The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Are you ready? Easy. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
And there's nothing more frustrating than when you get late in the game and you know they're running the football and you don't stop them. It's been that kind of day for this defense. They haven't played well. They're going to have to go to the well. They're going to have to figure some things out. Practice this week, I can promise you, will not be a lot of fun with these coaches.
The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Offense needs a couple of yards on 4th down. Remember, they can get the first down without getting it in. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And the punishment has been extended. Starting to see some smiles on that sideline as they're close to a Week 10 victory.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. They cover... with a 50-yard touchdown drive and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. First play of the drive comes from the 22. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle, it's Allen. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution, just beat down in every facet.
I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm, and we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.